Hello to those who are watching this right now. This is a real quick tutorial on the light scheme settings that we have at Greenbrier Church for our Sunday morning celebrations. So you'll see on the left of the screen, Lightkey, and in there you're going to see a bird's eye view of our sanctuary and where all of our lights are. So everything that you see pictured on the left there is a light, is where it physically is in the sanctuary. Might be a little bit different, but you get the idea. So there's a few light scenes that take place during our service, and I'm going to go through each one of them and explain what they do. So I'm going to switch to a wider view after I do the message one. So right now, pretty much all the lights are off the person on the stage right now because this is our pre-service. This is going to be worship. I'm going to be a little illuminated here because we used to have the host at the beginning speak at the top of the service, but that is a little bit different now. So it's typically the person back here you're going to see as such. But now I'm going to go to a wider screen so you can see the bigger picture. All right, so here I am right now, and I am set up for worship 2. Or I'm sorry, worship 1. Sorry, I was getting a phone call on my phone. So pre-service, I'm not lit at all. Nobody's lit. This is what we have set up for the beginning of our service when people are arriving to church. Spotify is playing. People are having great conversations. 5 minutes before the service starts, the band's getting up here and setting up. But the focus isn't on the stage yet because service hasn't started. And then at 10 o'clock, hey, here we are. So the person leading worship is going to be here and welcoming the service, welcoming the church, in-house and online. So I'm lit here. This is background vocal 2. They are lit over here. Depending on who it is, the light might need to be brighter or darker. I'm not typically over here, so it might seem darker than what it would need to be. This is background vocal number 1. So you're going to see the person over here. And we basically go through this. We go through a slightly dimmer version of this, but it won't affect the stage. But then there's the third song, and it switches to this setting. Again, it's more focused on the people singing at that spot that I was just at. Now right here on the main singer, and then over here again for the background vocal 2. And then there's going to be another setting, communion, that takes place. And let me actually log back in to the computer from over here. So it's just going to take me a moment, so give me a little grace there. All right, so we're back to the computer. I want to actually backtrack to, this is worship 1. This is the second song of the service. The house lights are slightly dimmed. This is so people can focus more in on worship, not get distracted by things off the stage. Then this is what takes place on our third song on the stage. Again, I already showed you all this. But then this is the fourth song. So singers are still lit. We haven't done communion yet. Things are still lit for the singers. Up here is not very bright yet because this is not where the communion person would speak yet. But then we go to our communion lights, and you'll notice that I just got a lot brighter. That's because we have that there so that the focus is right here because we know someone's about to speak and share communion for our church. Then after that, we have our offering set up, and it's basically very similar, except the LEDs on the back are different. But this is for the person who's hosting the morning, sharing the announcements, and all the other fun stuff. Then we go to message for the message time. It's very similar to the offering announcement one as well. Very subtle differences. Let's say we have a video on this particular morning. We go to the video lights, and the house lights are getting dimmed. The cans that are hitting the stage are turned off. So the LEDs are still there, so the focus is still on the stage, but you would have a video on the screen back there happening. and then you'd go back to the message, theme the lights after that's done. So let's say service is done, host has come back up and has prayed us out. Then we go to our post-service lighting, and it's as such very similar to the pre-service lighting. Focus is not on the stage anymore. Focus is on people praying out here or people connecting with one another in the congregation. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that makes sense. And again, as I've been saying in these videos, God loves you very much. He is for you. He wants nothing but the best for you. So surrender to him, because when you are surrendered and hidden in him, that's the best place to be. So I hope that you will choose him today. Hey, here I am again closer, and goodbye.